If you are an entrepreneur and you want to be successful in 2021, well, stick around because I'm going to be sharing some great success tips live, and that's coming right. Live from Northern California, welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. And if this is your first time here, and most importantly, you are open to suggestions and change, please consider subscribing and then banging that bell. So that way you won't miss a single thing when it comes to getting a better grip on your life. That's right. I am here to help each and every one of you get the best possible grip on your life. So that way you can accomplish whatever it is that your heart desires. I popped my pop filter. Let me fix that a second. Oh boy. I got a little excited at the beginning of the show there. Okay. I think we're good. We're back. All right. That is if you are on the YouTube side of things. You can subscribe, bang the bell, select all notifications. If you're on Facebook, once again, tonight we are simulcasting live on Facebook. You can continue to follow me on Facebook. If you're a Facebook friend of mine, you will automatically get the notifications when I go live. If you are somebody that I don't know and you want to follow me on Facebook, you can just follow me without, sending me a friend request. I'm only accepting friend requests from people that I get to know, like, and trust, because in the past I've had some issues with people out here on YouTube, on the YouTube side of things, digging into my Facebook and using my entire life on Facebook to create content and monetize my content. It's pretty pathetic what some people will do on YouTube. It's not everybody, but sometimes you run into the wrong group of people and they have a field day with it. So I had to lock things down on Facebook a few years back. But I still do want people to connect with me. Again, if you know who I am or you get to know, like, and trust me, send me a friend request. I'd be glad to accept you. If not, you can just follow me on Facebook and you'll still get those notifications when I go live on Facebook. Or you can also subscribe to me on YouTube. The link to my YouTube channel is within the Facebook posting of this live stream on the Facebook end. youtube.com/C/A grip on life. If you have the YouTube app installed on your phone and you're signed in, you can subscribe, tap the bell icon, and then make sure you select all notifications. So that way YouTube will definitely send you the notifications on the YouTube app through your YouTube account on the app, like I said. All right. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the show. Give me 1 second here. I want to make sure that the stream is rolling. Yes, it says the notification has gone out. And I just want to make sure that the back end of YouTube is streaming everything normally. And let's see. Come on, YouTube. Give me just 1 second here. While I wait for the YouTube back end to populate there, let me check and see if Facebook is running normally. Jeffrey Stowe commented on my video. I got to check Facebook in a second. Give me a second, Jeffrey, and I will be right there. Let me check and see if Facebook is running. It looks like we have 3 people on Facebook, and it's rolling perfectly on the Facebook end of things. Give me just 1 second here, folks. Give me 1 second. That's what happens when you're a one-man show. You're your own producer and everything else that comes along with, running, a live show. Okay, everything looks great. Before we get started here, I first of all would like to pay props once again to this channel sponsor, Mr. Troy Brewer, who is the CEO, founder, and owner of the Discover Community Network, for all of your product and service needs from the most trusted professionals in the industry. Please consider visiting www.discovercommunitynetwork.com. One more time, that's www.discovercommunitynetwork.com. You can also visit a subsidiary of the Discover Community Network known as the DCN Internet Radio Network. And when you go on that website, you're going to find a bunch of talk and music internet radio stations, and more than likely, one of those talk or music internet stations will suit your music or talk genre needs. So if you'd like listening to talk radio or music throughout the course of your days, whether you're at your place or whether you're in your car, because it is mobile friendly as well, please consider visiting www.dcninternetradionetwork.com. One more time, that's www.dcninternetradionetwork.com. Both those links are below in the description on the YouTube side of things, and on Facebook, I just have to get in touch with Troy and see if I can promote it on the flip side. If you are on the Facebook side of things, come on over to YouTube and check out the description of the YouTube live stream, once the show ends on the replay, and you'll see all the information there until I'm able to get permission from my sponsor to, add those links, in the Facebook section as well. All right. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to the show. Got some good people here tonight. Lots of engagement happening. Jeffrey M. Stowe says, hey, happy 2021. How you doing, bro? Welcome back to the show. Glad to see you here. I have some very interesting things to share here tonight. And I'm going to prove to you folks how important it is to do this one particular thing if you want to be a successful entrepreneur in 2021 and beyond. Now, I've firmly believed in this practice for the past 10 plus years that I've been an entrepreneur. But now, as we get further deeper into this modern world, and the competition is becoming much more fierce each and every year online, this is going to be even more important. What I'm going to mention here in a second is going to be more and more important. So stick around for that in just a second there. But welcome to the show, Jeffrey. Thank you so much for being here. If anyone out there is on Facebook and they have any questions, please feel free to ask questions throughout the show, and I will get to that, throughout the show. I'll get to them throughout the show, which is what I'm trying to say. Tonight, I'm also going to be going over this incredible blog from the website entrepreneur.com. And the title of the blog is 21 Success Tips for Young and Aspiring Entrepreneurs. Now, I like that title, but this does not only apply to young and aspiring entrepreneurs. I think the title was written that way because, the blog author and the website wants to also attract, our youth, our teenagers once they've graduated high school and are heading off to college, or maybe they're looking to start their own business instead of going to college. This also does apply to, anyone and everyone of all ages, because, the same principles apply to become a successful entrepreneur, regardless, of your age or your experience. Now, don't get me wrong, experience does help, but if you're brand new, which is why I'm assuming you're watching this video and you want to learn some tips, or maybe, you've started your own business, your first business, you've been running it for a few years and you're just not getting the traction or the numbers or the sales. It's just not panning out the way you want it to pan out. There are reasons for that, and I'll be sharing more information about that as the show goes on. But yeah, a little bit later on, I'll be going over this blog and giving you my thoughts about it. 21 success tips for young and aspiring entrepreneurs. Okay. All right. Let me check over on the YouTube side of things here and see who's in the YouTube house tonight. Mutt Nuts World is here. Hey, Mutt, how you doing? She says, hey, Eli and everyone. Hello, Mutt. Furious Reactor Gaming is here. He says, hey, everyone. Hey, Furious Reactor Gaming. Sorry I missed your stream earlier, man. I was preparing for this one and also preparing for another live stream I'm going to be doing tomorrow night. I'll mention more about that here in a second as well. There's a lot to talk about. But Mudnuts World says, hey, Will, bro. Will is also known as Furious Reactor Gaming. Lewis Fuller's in the house. Hey, Lewis, how you doing, bro? Hey, you and I are not connected on Facebook, and so is your sister and I. Adelaide. So thank you so much for connecting with me there. Mutt, I don't think you've connected with me on Facebook, Mutt. If you want to send me a Facebook friend request, feel free to do so. It'd be great to connect with you over there. Lewis also added me to some private messages behind the scenes with a great group of people that he's involved with. I appreciate that, Lewis. Thank you so much. So, Mutt, maybe you may want to get involved in that as well. The more the merrier, right? The more we network, the more we connect, the better chance we have to spread each other's messages out there and help each other become more successful together, right? Pretty common sense, right? Yeah, it is common sense, but I guess common sense is not so common anymore. I'm sure many of you out there can agree with me on that one, right? Muttnuts World says, hey, Lewis. Lewis Fuller says, hey, Muttnuts World. Actually, he put Muttnuts Wood, but I think it was an honest typo. No big deal, Lewis. We're not counting spelling and grammar here. It's all good in the hood, man. Welcome. Lewis Fuller, I just gave you a like and just shared you out. Thank you for that, Lewis. Greatly appreciate it, man. Lewis Fuller says, I'll be back in just a few minutes. And Muttnuts World says, here for a bit, waiting on a phone call from family. No problem, Mutt. No problem. Lewis Fuller says, he's doing good. He's back in the stream, and he says tomorrow is the last day of the year. Absolutely, Lewis. And Muttnuts World says not on Facebook much anymore. Well, you should be. It's another great way to get exposure. Speaking of Facebook, I'm going to speak about the importance of Facebook right now. When you hear when you hear what I'm about to tell you right now, it's going to just blow your mind. It's going to absolutely blow your mind, and it's already blowing my mind. And I'm glad I started simulcasting my streams over there on Facebook. And then after that, I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I have a live stream planned tomorrow for New Year's Eve. It's already scheduled on Facebook and on YouTube, so we'll get to that in just a second. But let's talk about the importance of Facebook. Last week, I started simulcasting my live streams from YouTube onto Facebook. So every live stream I've done since then, including this one that's happening live right now, has been simulcasted. I run it on YouTube and has been simulcasted live at the exact same time on Facebook. And what have the results been? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to go to my last stream. I'm not going to show this on the screen. I'm just going to tell you the numbers. You can go check it out for yourself if you'd like. But the last stream, and if I go, give me a second here. Who wants to collab? Oops, I started to play the stream. So I just paused it right there. The last stream I did, well, let me share the YouTube numbers first. Keep you in suspense here for a second. The last stream that I did on YouTube was called, and Facebook simulcasted, Who Wants to Collab in 2021? Stop making excuses and let's make great things happen together. This was a couple of days ago. I got 112 views on YouTube. On the Facebook simulcast, I got 200 views for a total of 312 views. I pretty much practically doubled the amount of views on the same exact stream I did on YouTube because I simulcasted it on Facebook. Now, you may be wondering, why is that so? Well, Eli, you've been on YouTube between your former channel that you used to run and now this channel that you're running for 2 years. You've been on YouTube religiously for 4 years, and you've been kind of neglecting Facebook for a little while. That is true. So why am I getting, twice the views on Facebook compared to YouTube when I really haven't focused that much time on Facebook. It's plain and simple. For the previous 10 plus years before I started my first real YouTube channel, 4 years ago, I did a lot of in-person networking, and I met a lot of great people in person and some people online. And I connected with each and every one of them on Facebook. I became Facebook friends with them. Many of these people, I had coffee with them in person. Many of these people used to do speaking gigs, speaking presentations at my in-person networking events. In addition, all my high school friends, my family, and anyone and everyone that means something to me is on Facebook. And, I have almost 4,200 Facebook friends out of the maximum 5,000. Now, I used to have a little over 4,500 4 years ago, but because I've been neglecting Facebook, and I did a stream on that last week, apologizing and explaining why. If you want to go back on my YouTube channel, a bunch of streams from last week or on Facebook, you will find out what happened regarding that. But because I was neglecting my Facebook, I did lose some friends. So I went from about 4,500 to almost 4,200. I lost probably a little over, 300 friends, but I still have a pretty good network. And there are a lot of people that have gotten to know, like, and trust me. And I've gotten to know, like, and trust them to the point of where they still care about what I'm doing today. And I still care about what they're doing. And now they see I'm starting to broadcast on Facebook as well as YouTube. And they're beginning to engage with me more because I've made it easy for them to engage with me. But again, the most important aspect is the fact that they've gotten to know, like, and trust me, and I've gotten to know, like, and trust them. So now, Jeffrey M. Stowe says, you have met a lot of great people in person. Jeffrey, you know how much networking you and I used to do. Now, you did a lot of networking. But I was actually an organizer, not trying to take anything away from you. But myself, another guy named Randy Taylor in the area I used to live in, Jeffrey used to live in the Sacramento area. I had a pretty big network in that area. Probably my biggest networking, events were in the Sacramento area. It's a big networking market, even bigger than the San Francisco Bay Area, believe it or not. But Randy Taylor was an organizer, myself, and then there were some other people in the Central Valley area, Modesto, Tracy, Stockton, for those of you that know the area. And then in the Bay Area, there were, 4 or 5 main organizers. And we would just go to 4 or 5 networking events each week all over Northern California. We did public speaking. We ran our own events. We had public speakers speak at our events. And that's what it really takes, Jeffrey. What it really takes to build a network and grow a business and grow a brand is to do the work of getting to know, like, and trust people. And once you make that happen, the rest, just it's autopilot, right? And it also doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to ever buy something from you just because they know, like, and trust you, or you're going to buy something from them. I mean, if they have a product or service that I need or they need from me, they may use me. But what's more important is that these people may be willing to share out your live stream or your business or give you a referral, if they're not able to do business with you directly. And Jeffrey, I don't know about you, but when you were running your business in the Sacramento area, when we used to network back in the days, 5 to 10 years ago, okay, something like that, 5 to 8 years ago, maybe almost 10 years ago when we first started doing this, referral-based business was probably your best business, right? I'm assuming that probably at least half, if not more, of your business came from referrals by trusted people that you got to know, like, and trust. Correct me if I'm wrong, man, if you're still around. So, yeah, it's a staggering thing. And what are your thoughts about that, Mutt, if you're still around, or Lewis? I mean, getting to know, like, and trust people is absolutely crucial, in my opinion. And, in 2021, because there's so much competition online, if you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, there's so much competition, and more than likely, what you're doing, many other people are doing as well. So why should people tune in to see your content, whether you're posting content, whether you're creating video or podcasts or whatever you're doing? Why should people choose to, follow you and trust you and use your services over anyone else? Why should they do that? Because you take the time to get to know, like, and trust them. That's the bottom line. You build a network, and you don't try to sell people anything. You work with people. You help people. Sometimes you even give a bunch of things away for free so people can get a feel of what it's like to work with you, right? And then that way they start to trust you and refer you out to other people. And then it creates a snowball effect. One thing leads to another. And now you're growing your audience because you did things differently than other people, right? So I'm letting you folks know the most important aspect of being a successful entrepreneur in 2021 and beyond is building an audience of people that you get to know, like, and trust. Make friends. I got to tell you folks, connect with other YouTubers if you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, connect with other entrepreneurs. If you want to connect with other YouTubers that are also business owners, I can connect you with those people. The more and more people that you connect with and you get to know, like, and trust, and you just become friends with them and you're just cool with them, right? There are so many things that people will do for you out of the kindness of their heart that will help you out, even if they don't use your service. Do not ever get rid of anyone or discredit anyone that doesn't use your service, because if they like you, they're more than likely going to help you in some other ways. Again, such as sharing your content like Lewis Fuller did earlier. Thank you so much for sharing the stream. I greatly appreciate that, Lewis. In the future, let me know when you're going live in advance, and I'd be happy to share your streams, not only on my Facebook, but my LinkedIn, my Twitter, and even on my community wall on YouTube. When you have a channel that has at least 1,000 subscribers, and I have almost 5,000 subscribers, you get what's called a community tab, where you can post anything. You can post video links, you can post messages, and make your community aware of other things happening in your community or happening within your channel. So let me know, Lewis, and I'd be happy to share you out in the future. All right. So I'm going to talk about one more thing here, and then I'm going to step away for a quick break and then come back and get to this blog here. Tomorrow, here's what's happening on my channel tomorrow. Jeffrey M. Stowe, I sold cars, insurance. Well, before I get to what I was going to say, Jeffrey says, I sold cars, insurance, and prepaid legal insurance. And he goes, a lot of it. We built a huge network. Word of mouth was key. Absolutely, Jeffrey. Absolutely. Let me repeat that one more time, because Jeff knows what it entails to be a successful entrepreneur. It's about the relationships that you build with people, even if they don't buy something from you, because they can refer you to people they know that you don't know, right? I sold cars insurance and prepaid legal insurance. A lot of it, he said, came from referrals. Referrals! Nothing better than a referral, because it's pretty much almost a guaranteed sale. Not totally guaranteed, but pretty much almost, right? A person that you've gotten to know, like, and trust is not going to refer you somebody from their network and put their name on the line with you unless they are serious about more than likely purchasing the product or service that you're offering. So yeah, I love hearing that, Jeffrey. And Jeffrey, I don't know. I know I was trying to ask you this the last time you were on one of my streams on the Facebook end. I don't know if you heard it. I didn't get your response, but at some point in 2021, I'm not quite sure what you're doing, for work now, or if you're just kind of semi-retired or taking a break. But if you're running your own business, Jeffrey, or if you just want to, pop on one of my live streams and share some of your tips, I would love to have you on. You can come on with video or audio only. That's totally up to you. I think that would be a great thing because you have a lot of knowledge and experience that I feel could help a lot of people. And I also think that a lot of the people in our Facebook network would love to see an interview with you and I. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, and one of these days, Jeff, I think what would be really cool is to get some of the old gang on a live stream. We could do it on my channel and YouTube channel, simulcast, and on Facebook as well. Some good guys like James Wade Brooks and Randy Taylor, and some of the other, great networking organizers or super networkers, like I like to call James Wade Brooks. You remember James Wade Brooks? James or Wade, he likes to go by Wade. Wade, if you're watching, bro, I'd love to reconnect with you, man. I know we're still Facebook friends. It's been a while. But Wade has never been an organizer, but he might as well have been because Wade used to go to every networking event. Like everybody knew Wade. Everybody liked Wade. Great family man, 2 kids, a wife. He's, a retired disabled veteran from the military. Just a good dude. We met so many amazing people, Jeff. And, now that I'm doing these simulcasts out on Facebook, it's really great to start to reconnect with you folks and bring you into the digital world, which is where pretty much business is going, at least for the time being, until this pandemic is resolved. But even once the pandemic is resolved at some point, hopefully next year, I think it's still going to head more digital than in person. I still want to do some in-person stuff when possible down the road, but I think most of everything's going to go digital. And another thing, I think that the retail sector in person, the brick and mortar stores where you go to shop in person, I think most of them will be shutting down in the next 5 to 10 years. And I think what's going to happen is it's going to go all 100% Amazon. They're going to have a monopoly, in the retail world if they already don't have one. And what's going to probably happen is that Amazon's going to pop open everywhere. And they're going to give you a couple of options. You can either have your stuff delivered, same day in some cases, next day in other cases, or 2-day through Prime, or there'll be local distribution centers, in every area where you can place your order online or from your smartphone, and then you give them a couple of hours and you drive to that location, and then they load it up for you in your trunk or in your car, and you're on your way. I think that's the way business is headed, folks. It's sad because I actually like being out there in person. I like going to the stores, but look at it this way. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jeff, or anyone else out there. The cost to do business online is much cheaper because in stores, you have to pay people to stock the shelves. You have to pay people to put, price labels on, the products. You have to have a cashier to ring things up. You got to put things in bags. I mean, there's just so much, there's so much expense, right? And I just see more and more stores closing down because of that. And more people shopping on Amazon. That's why I feel it's going to go that route. It's much cheaper to run a business Amazon style and deliver stuff, or if people need certain essentials any given day, they can place an order and go to their nearest Amazon distribution center or facility, and they'll pack it up for you within 2 hours of your order. So anyway, all right, let's see. He's like, let's get together. Yeah, Jeff, I will reach out to you the first week of the new year, and we'll set up that interview if you're down for it, bro. I think that would be fantastic. Jeff says, James Wade Brooks, love the brother. A brother from another brother or mother or whatever, right? Yeah, I get what you mean, dude. A diamond veteran. Yeah, I miss that guy, man. What a great guy. What a great guy. What a good guy. He's like one of the nicest guys in the world. And when I say nice guy, I don't mean a sissy kind of nice guy. He's just a cool, calm, confident dude. He's not arrogant. but he's not a sissy. He's a well-balanced man that takes life with a grain of salt and doesn't let anything get to him. Like, there was so much drama going on through the networking organizations we were a part of. Jeff, I don't know if you remember that. I like to forget those things, but that's what happened. But when it came to the drama, Wade was one of the few that was always able to just ignore it. And if you try to talk to Wade about drama, he would be like, man, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Just a cool guy. Let's see. Jeff says COVID has been a curse and a blessing. Don Wells, Mary Ann of Gilligan's Island, died at 82 years old. That's sad to hear, man. I remember that show, man. Wow. I left New York life to go independent. Okay, so Jeff, you're independent. So are you selling insurance nationally? Are you able to sell in every state? Or are you just selling, I believe you said you're in Texas. Are you selling just in Texas or in every state? If you're selling in every state, Jeff, you can be the go-to guy, man. We could bring you on many times, dude. I mean, this is what it's all about. Jeffrey M. Stowe says, people trust people to buy online. Right. Yes, insurance, California, Nevada, and Texas. That's good enough. Great. I got a big network in California and Nevada and even in Texas that I met through YouTube. So, Jeff, we got to get you on the show, first, second week of the new year. So I'm getting a lot of Facebook messages and some other text messages and stuff from some good people. It's really nice to start seeing some engagement. I'm really happy to have connected with my former network. I'm just more so beginning to realize now that doing these live streams simulcasted on Facebook while running them on YouTube at the same time is amazing. Should have done this a long time ago. But hey, better late than never, right? Thank you so much, Jeffrey, for sharing. Jeff, whatever you need, dude, let's make this happen, man. I'm at a loss for words, bro. I'm at a loss for words. It's just really nice to reconnect with you. Let me check the YouTube side of things. Not much going on over there. One more thing before I take my first break, and then I'm going to come back and go over the blog, 21 Success Tips for Young and Aspiring Entrepreneurs. This is not just for young entrepreneurs, it's for all entrepreneurs, but that's how, they titled it. I mentioned earlier why they titled it that way. If you missed that part, go back and check out the replay. But we're going to get to that after the break. But before the break, tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, my time, I'm going to be doing a New Year's Eve live special with myself, Coach Eli, Elias Melas, here on my YouTube channel, and it will also be simulcasted on Facebook. I've already created the live event on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you'd like to join myself live tomorrow, that would be great. We're going to be bringing in the new year with the East Coast, even though I'm on the West Coast, and I will be the last time zone in the U.S. that will enter the new year. So that's why, I love being on the West Coast, because I can be there for the rest of the U.S. And still have time to, go hang out with my brother and mother and aunt because they live nearby, and bring in the new year in my area. But again, tomorrow, December 31st, the last day of the year, Thursday, December 31st at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on my Grip on Life channel on YouTube, and simulcasted on my Elias Dimitri Melas Facebook. We're doing, Coach Eli's New Year's Eve live special. I'm going to have a panel of people from my moderators on YouTube joining me. I'm also going to open up this panel to people on my Facebook. So if you're out there on Facebook and you want to join us live on the air for a little bit, you can come on, through video or audio only. What we use on the YouTube side of things to bring people on, which can be used on Facebook as well, is called StreamYard. And basically what I would do is for anyone that would be interested in coming on the show while we're live, you can comment or chat in the Facebook comments section. And if I know you, what I will do is I will private message you the link to StreamYard. Then what you'll have to do after that, you can come on through your computer or you can come on through your smartphone. If you come on through your smartphone, depending on whether you have an Android or an iPhone, if you have an Android, you can use any web browser to access StreamYard. If you use an iPhone, the only browser on the iPhone that works with StreamYard is Safari. So what would happen is I'd send you the link privately through a Facebook message. You would click on the link. If you've never been on StreamYard before, you're going to have to create a quick account. It's free. You can then either add an image to be used while you're live on the air, or you can use video, and it'll just ask you to enter a name that you want displayed. And then you can enter the broadcast studio. What will happen after that is you will be backstage. I will notice you're backstage, and I will acknowledge you and then bring you on the show as soon as possible. So that's how that's going to happen. So if you want to join me live on the air, if I've gotten to know, like, and trust you on the Facebook side, and you want to join us live on the air in addition to whoever comes on from my moderator panel on my YouTube side, you're more than welcome to. It would be great to have you. Once again, tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, here on the Grip On Live channel on YouTube, and also simulcasting on Facebook at Elias Melas. We're going to be doing Coach Eli's New Year live extravaganza, whatever you want to call it. And we're just going to talk about anything and everything. Whatever's on your mind, we're going to talk about. And we're going to bring in the new year together on the East Coast. Probably wrap up the show around, 12 midnight Eastern, or shortly after that, which is 9 p.m. Pacific, or shortly after that. All right. Okay, so it looks like we're all caught up on the Facebook side of things and the YouTube side of things. I'm just liking all of your messages, Jeff. I gotta get good again at liking and responding to everything like I used to back in the days when we used to network. Remember how religious I was to Facebook, and you were as well, and so many people. We were always on Facebook. And then I started getting hooked on YouTube. But now I'm back on both, so it's all good. All right, so we are at 38 minutes in this show. I'm going to queue up some royalty-free YouTube music. And step away for a quick break. Give me a second here. All right, just need one more. I can't pick. I cannot pick. All right, got it all set. Folks, I'm going to step away for a 5 to 7 or 8 minute break. When we return, like I said, we're going to be going over this amazing blog, 21 success tips for young and aspiring entrepreneurs. And in my opinion, all entrepreneurs, not just Not just the young ones, but that's what the blog title is called. So stick around. We'll be right back. your message in just a second. We're going to help you out, girl. We're going to help you out. That's what we do here. Then you have magic. From the YouTube audio library, this is Otis McDonald, Magic Part 2.
Then you have magic.
Yeah. 2020 is out the door. 2021, we're moving forward.
Then you have magic.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Woo. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yes. Mutt says, welcome back. Whoa, I feel good. Only a few days away from 2021. Less than 2 days away. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube and also simulcasting live once again on Facebook. Glad you could all join me here tonight. It is less than 2 days away from 2021, and I'm sure most of you will agree you can't wait to put 2020 behind you, start fresh in 2021, and make it the most amazing year ever. And I'm here tonight to share with you folks, especially if you're an entrepreneur and you want to be successful in 2021, how to be successful, how to stand out amongst a crowd of people that are doing the same exact thing as you. It's crazy. There's a lot of competition out there. And with the pandemic, there really is no in-person networking going on right now. So you got to do everything online. So the market online is even more flooded than it already was before the pandemic started. So how are you going to stand out? How are you going to make things happen? That's what we're here to discuss tonight. If you missed the first part of the show, go back and check out the replay once this show ends. And I shared one of the best tips that's going to help you stand out, and that is building personal, sustainable relationships and getting to know, like, and trust people. You've got to understand that is the best way to grow at anything. Get to know, like, and trust a bunch of people. And once that happens, they're going to become your biggest cheerleaders. And they're going to share you out to their trusted group of friends. And you're going to start to gain an audience of people that are trustworthy, good people that have either gotten to know, like, and trust you directly through you or by a referral from a friend. They trust that friend. And when that friend says, hey, go check out Eli's stream, he's a good guy, this is a good guy, they're going to put their, word on the line. And that's going to create a trust there. Now, you still have to earn those new people's trust, but they're going to come over and give you the chance at least. And then hopefully you won't make your friend that referred you that group look bad, and you're going to take care of those people. But that's the best way to grow, in my opinion. There are some more aspects, and we'll get to that here just a little bit when I go over this blog. But before we get to that, a couple of things. First, Muttnuts World in the chat on the YouTube side of things says, okay, I am back. Sorry, had to deal with something. Not too happy, but we'll be okay. Mutt, please don't tell me this has to do with your new boyfriend. I wouldn't be surprised, Mutt. And if that's the case, you don't have to go public on it. I know if that's the case, it would suck. I've been through that many times lately, Mutt. It's hard to connect with people nowadays. And it's also, hard to keep people interested, or it's hard to judge if they're initially seriously interested in the first place or just looking for something quick, whether it's a fling, whether it is just somebody to talk with, emotional support. There are a lot of people out there that, make it appear like they're ready for a relationship, but they're really not. They're just looking for someone to comfort them in a time of need. And once they get what they want, they're out the door. Kind of does. But let me ask you something. I'm not trying to say I'm all that. I do care about you and I care about the people. But for a man, do I have pretty damn good intuition? Is my intuition better than the average man? Because women biologically come standard with intuition. That's why they call it women's intuition. I myself have been fortunate to have been blessed having the male version of women's intuition. Buttonut's World says, just found out something about him that he lied about. Yes, I've been, you know what, Mutt, as a man, I've been in that position myself. That's part of what killed my last relationship. It wasn't everything. But I didn't tell my ex a few things that really weren't a big deal and probably would not have affected the relationship had I told her early on. But that's an insecurity. Whatever this guy didn't tell you is an insecurity, thinking that if he told you what he now told you or you found out is going to get him dumped. Well, it probably just got him dumped. But maybe if he told you initially, you would have been more accepting of it. Now you're at the point of where you can't trust anything that comes out of his mouth. And I get it. But you know what, Mutt? You're going to find the right person in 2021. And I'm going to help you. And together, we're all going to stick together. And we're going to accomplish whatever it is that our hearts desire at a personal and professional level as well. I'm here to help people with their business and personal success. And that's the point of this channel. We share business and personal success tips so that way people can accomplish whatever it is that their hearts desire. It's okay. He just got told bye and blocked. Good for you. Good for you, girl. I'm so proud of you. Let me tell you something, Mutt. One thing that will never go away is a real friendship like you and I have and some of the other moderators and people we met out here on YouTube. And in 2021, when I more so start bringing on some people from the Facebook side of things or other parts of social media, that involve people, that include people that I've known for a while, you're going to really love what's going to happen here. And whatever's meant to be, I promise you, it's going to happen for you. Just know you will always have my support. I look at you like a little sister, and I have a lot of respect for you. And I'm so proud of how strong you are, despite what comes your way. God bless you. Seriously. One more thing before I get to this blog. While I was on the break, and Jeffrey, I don't know if you're still around. Let me check the Facebook side of things. I don't know if you are still around, but we were talking about a good friend of mine, James Wade Brooks, that Jeffrey and I both met through networking, in-person networking, many years ago, over 10 years ago, is when we first started to get to know each other. We met each other through networking. James is an amazing guy. James, he goes by James Wade Brooks on Facebook, but he's known as Wade. He likes to go by Wade. He actually just made a posting that I'm going to read because I have a lot of respect for this guy. So let me just get to this here. And you know what, Jeffrey, I don't know if you're around and you can do me a favor. If not, I'm going to reach out to him anyway. But if you want to reach out to Wade and let him know that I'm going to talk about his posting here, or maybe you and Wade can come on a panel together. I think getting you, myself, and Wade Brooks on a live stream panel and do a bunch of shows together will really help all of us out. It would be fun, and we can get the networking group engaged again and really get people fired up to start networking again, even online, because we have the pandemic now where we can't do it in person. But so 3 hours ago, my friend Wade, that I've known for a while, wrote this. He goes, "Get ready to fill out your reports on me because I'm going to vent here." I love it, brother. Brother, I love it when people are so real and raw and don't want to put up with any BS, right? Frankly, I expect some unfriending to happen, and that is fine too. You will never get unfriended by me, bro. Hopefully you will never unfriend me. You're still friends with me, Wade. So I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, bro. But Frankly, I expect some unfriending to happen, and that is fine too. I believe we all have the right to worship as we please. But I also know that our country, the United States of America, was founded on Christian principles. Good point, bro. I believe we should be proud of our country. A quote is a quote. It should not be amended or watered down. Amen, dude. I love this guy. He's like a brother from another mother. The news media organizations should not be afraid to use love of Christ part. Why they state, because using the words of Christ or God might offend someone. Well, now it is my turn to be offended. I'm offended that the news media would edit it out. Offended that Christians are being asked to tread lightly as to not offend someone of another religion. This man, Jesus, loved God, loved his people, loved the world, and gave his life for the sins of all people. Those who believe in him and accept him as their personal savior will have everlasting life. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing here. I'm going to read the last part, and then if people want to connect with Wade, this is a public post. You can go to James Wade Brooks and check this out. And for those who know me, and for those who know me not, I am James, brother of Christ, or most friends call me Wade, and those really in the know call me Quade, since joining the Air Force in the late 80s. Yeah, he's a retired disabled American veteran from the United States Air Force. And I've interviewed Wade several times in the past, podcast style. And if you want to find out more about Wade, you can go to the Genuine Networking Association.org website and go to the media section, and you can find the DCN GNA member spotlight episodes and find out the ones, look at the ones that Wade was there. You will need to sign up for a free account to access those podcasts on demand, but you can learn more about this guy, and he's amazing. I'm going to start sharing more of that info later on down the road because I'm getting more involved now with my Facebook network again. The Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short, is the organization that I own. I'm the president and founder. My Coach Eli business, aka a Grip on Life channel, and anything I do here on YouTube and Facebook is a subsidiary of the Genuine Networking Association, or GNA for short, just so you all know. So he goes, regardless, Christ, God, and the Holy Spirit are whom I wish to share, and if you do not like that, you have the right to get out of my life until you accept me for me, meaning block me, unfriend me, or just let me know so I can make such a choice. Dude, you are amazing. And I'm writing to him right now. I'm commenting, it's Elias, and I'm talking about this now on my live stream. I love it, bro, and love you like a brother. Let's reconnect soon. I have some ideas and miss you, bro. Jeffrey, hang on a second. Jeffrey M. Stowe is watching my stream now on Facebook, and we'd love to do a live show with you soon if interested. So let me repeat that one more time. It's Elias, and I'm talking about this now on my live stream. I love it, bro, and love you like a brother. Let's reconnect soon. I have some ideas and miss you, bro. Jeffrey M. Stowe is watching my stream now on Facebook, and we'd love to do a live show with you soon if interested. Rock on, dude. Rock on, dude. Be yourself. Look, this is what I say regarding religion. I believe in God, and I love God. But whether you believe in God or not, I still love you. Just don't project your views onto me, and I won't project my views onto you. I think people should accept people for who they are and what they believe in, and not be offended if they don't believe in something similar. I think we all need to grow up and, just learn to be more accepting. Less fighting, less drama, and more peace, love, and unity. That's what I'm all about. All right, let's get to this. Let's get to this blog here. Let's go to the browser screen and get right to this. You can't see at the top there because it's kind of cropped out. I'm just going to go down to the first part of this, but I'll read the title for you folks. Well, let me scroll back up to read the title. 21 success tips for young and aspiring entrepreneurs. We're going to go through this pretty quickly because these are pretty short. And this was written by Suwan Patel. He's an entrepreneur and marketer, co-founder of Web Profits. Opinions expressed by entrepreneur contributors are their own. Right. Their opinions, right. Good point. The blog's saying, hey, this is somebody stating an opinion. It doesn't necessarily mean we agree or disagree with it, but this is just content for our site. Great. Excellent. Let's get to it. Being successful often means learning from those who have already achieved their goals. Right. Having a mentor is an amazing blessing to an entrepreneur, but not everyone can find one in person. I would like to be your mentor. For me, it's not about telling people what to do. It's not about projecting my views on the people. It's about sharing my experiences, which is what I'm trying to say, and allowing you to learn from my mistakes and my successes. So that way you will make fewer mistakes and more so get on the right path to accomplishing whatever you want to accomplish quicker. That's what I do. And that's what I want to more so be for you. A coach is like a mentor. It's someone that motivates you, that gives you that friendly nudge, that pumps you up to continue moving forward. That's a good point early on by the blog author. If you haven't yet found your personal business guru, here are 21 tips for young or aspiring entrepreneurs to help get you started. Okay, let's check it out. Give me a second here. Those darn allergies had to clear my throat again. All right. So, number 1, challenge yourself. Richard Branson says his biggest motivation is to keep challenging himself. He treats life like one long university education where he can learn more every day. You can too. Absolutely. You can never, ever learn too much. Even myself as a coach that knows a lot, and I talk a lot about many different things out here on my channel almost each and every day that are business and personal related. But I still learn each and every day. I consume so much content on YouTube and Facebook. I see what other people are going through. I listen to their stories. I hear and I see where they made mistakes and how they overcame those mistakes. So you can always learn each and every day if you challenge yourself and you keep an open mind. That is important. All right, number 2, do work you care about. There's no doubt that running a business takes a lot of time. This guy's leaving the S's out of many words. He says, there's no doubt that running a business takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time. Steve Jobs noted that the only way to be satisfied in your life is to do work that you truly believe in. You got to enjoy what you do. If you don't like what you do, you're not going to be able to push yourself through the tough times where you're not making any money or you're not getting as much traction, say on YouTube or social media. If you love what you do, you're going to keep pushing forward and you're going to continue to come back each and every day. And the more and more consistent you are, slowly over the course of time, you're going to build that audience and you're going to get there. But if you don't like what you do, then you're going to base it completely on initial results, which typically don't happen right away, and you're going to quit and give up. So love what you do. Number 3, take the risk. We never know the outcome of our efforts unless we actually do it. Jeff Bezos said it helped to know that he wouldn't regret failure, but he would regret not trying. So what he's saying is no risk, no reward. You can't be afraid to take risks, folks. Many people are afraid to take risks in dating nowadays. You're not going to find true love unless you put your heart on the line and take that risk. You're not going to run a successful business unless you invest a little money and take a chance on making it work and turning it into something. Take the risk. And don't regret if you are not successful. Maybe it just wasn't meant to be, or maybe you need to try something else. But you're going to more so regret not trying than regretting failure. Think about that. Food for thought. Great point, blog author. Number 4, believe in yourself. As Henry Ford famously said, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. Believe that you can succeed, and you'll always find ways through different obstacles. If you don't, you'll find excuses. Number 1, I always say this. It starts by loving yourself. If you love yourself, get up each and every morning, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself 5 freaking times. When you feel good about yourself, you're going to go out there into the universe, whether it's online or in person, and you're going to be happy, and you're going to attract happy people. And at the same time, you may attract some negative people, but you can just ignore them. And the reason why those people are, coming at you in a negative way, even though you're happy, is because of the fact that they wish they could be as happy as you. So ignore those people and focus on those positive people that are going to be attracted to you, just believing in yourself and being a happy person. Excellent. Number 5, have a vision. The founder and CEO of Tumblr, David Karp, notes that an entrepreneur is someone who has a vision for something and desire to create it. Keep your vision clear at all times. You got to have a clear, concise vision. For me, it's about helping people get the best possible grip on their life so they can accomplish whatever it is that their hearts desire. I'm here to help people, get that relationship or marriage that they're seeking. Find true love. I'm here to help people either get that dream corporate job or make the transition to becoming a self-employed entrepreneur and running a successful business based on your passion and your purpose. So you gotta have that vision. You gotta keep it clear. And when you know what that is, you're going to be able to take it and run with it and create whatever it is you want out of it. If you need a little more hand-holding, reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you. Number 6, find good people. Who you're with is who you become. Right, you are who you associate with. Reid Hoffman, co-founder of LinkedIn, noted that the fastest way to change yourself is to hang out with people who are already the way you want to be. Right, like attracts like. So if you want to create a positive, sustaining business, hang around with other people that are positive, helpful people that are already running a positive and sustainable type of business. Like attracts like. If you hang around with drama people and people that have low self-esteem or lack self-confidence, you're only going to sink to their level. Avoid those people and focus on the positive, outgoing, open-minded, down-to-earth, genuine people. And that's going to make all the difference right there. Find good people. Just like the people over on my Facebook, they're amazing people. They're definitely amazing people. Okay, got nobody here on the Facebook side. Hey everyone, I'm back. Furious Reactor Gaming. Welcome back, bro. If you have any questions, let me know. Put them in the chat. Thank you so much for being here, man. Thank you. All right. Number 7, face your fears. Overcoming fear isn't easy, but it must be done. Ariana Huffington once said that she found fearlessness was like a muscle. The more she exercised it, the stronger it became. You got to be fearless. In a relationship, if you're going to give somebody a chance, you got to love like you've never been hurt. When running a business, you got to take chances knowing that you might lose it all. But what if you make a killing doing it? Right? You got to go into it knowing what you're up against and knowing that it may not work out, and you need to be okay with that. Because if you're not okay with that, it's never going to work out. And also, Let's say you try one thing, it doesn't work as an entrepreneur, or you ask one man or woman out and they don't go out with you. Does that mean you're doomed for life? No. Put it behind you. Say, okay, it didn't work out. I'm going to try with somebody else. And I'm going to keep trying until I get there, because if I'm persistent and I believe in myself and I love myself, I have self-confidence, and I face my fears, and I don't let the fear stop me, or I'm fearless, eventually I'm going to get there, right? Number 8, take action. That speaks for itself. The world is full of great ideas, but success only comes through action. Walt Disney once said that the easiest way to get started is to quit talking and start doing. That's true for your success as well. In my opinion, stop making excuses and get down to business. And that's what I'm looking for here in 2021. If you're an entrepreneur and you want to collaborate with me and you want to make something happen, I would love to make something happen with you. I would love to collaborate with you. I'll bring you on my YouTube channel. We'll do a bunch of live streams together. We'll talk about a variety of topics, business and personal related. And then we'll simulcast it on Facebook. We'll share it out everywhere. We'll get you the exposure. We're going to start a fire of awesome people. We're going to start a fire of positivity. We're going to radiate positivity back into this world. But you got to take action by reaching out to me and saying, hey, Eli, let's do it, right? Like me, I'm taking action right now by doing this stream and saying, I welcome you to reach out to me so we can make greatness happen in 2021. Pretty cut and dry. Give me a second here. Life is good. When things go good, life is good. I'll put it to you that way. I just got a message that I was hoping would go a certain way, and it did. And if it didn't, so what? But it's all good. All right, let's continue. Number 9, do the time, do the time, do the time. I may have to take another break before I get to the last part here, because this is a lot to go through. And I need to use the little boys' room one more time. So I'm going to go through another 3 of these, then I'll take another break and come back and wrap it up. Do the time. No one succeeds immediately, and everyone was once a beginner. As Steve Jobs wisely noted, if you look closely, most overnight successes took a long time. Don't be afraid to invest time in your company. I've been doing life coaching on YouTube for almost 4 years now. Now, am I further ahead than I was 4 years ago? Yes. Am I where I want to be? I feel I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I love what I do, and I'm continuing to push forward, and I'm trying new things, especially now, simulcasting on Facebook, reconnecting with my in-person network. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the show, I'm getting twice the views on Facebook as I am on YouTube. And I've been focusing 100% of my energy, if not close to 100% of my energy, on YouTube over the last 4 years compared to Facebook. That says a lot about the relationships I built with people before I started YouTube for the last 10 to 13 years when I was doing in-person networking. So do the time, get to know, like, and trust people. And you know what? If you fail once or twice, it doesn't mean you're going to completely fail. Keep pushing forward and keep trying. You're going to eventually get there if you believe in yourself, you truly love what you do, and you don't give up. Bottom line, do the time. You're not going to, put something out there for a month or 2 and be successful. You might get lucky and be successful much more quickly, but typically it takes time. So do the time and don't give up. Believe in yourself. Number 10, manage energy, not time. That's a good point. Your energy limits what you can do with your time, so manage it wisely. If you have no energy, it doesn't matter how much time you have in the day, you're going to have no energy to use that time. That makes perfect sense. So folks, don't wear yourselves out with the wrong things. For example, don't get caught up in endless drama on social media such as Facebook, YouTube, or don't get caught up with endless drama in your real life. If you're dating someone that's giving you drama, you may have to let them go. If your family's giving you drama, you may have to say, hey, you know what? This is not cool. I'm just going to leave now. We can talk another time. I just don't want to deal with this drama. So manage your energy, not your time. That makes sense. Use your energy wisely. Okay? Manage your time, but also manage your energy, because without having a good amount of energy, it doesn't matter how much time you have. You're not going to have the energy to use that time. Make sense? Sure does to me. And number 11, before I take another break here. No one succeeds in business alone. Number 11, build a great team. No one succeeds in business alone. And those who try will lose to a great team every time. Build your own great team to bolster your success. The team I'm building is amazing, because not only are they helping me, I'm helping them. It's a two-way street. Remember, it's a two-way street. I've got a great group of moderators over here on the YouTube side of things. They're all pretty much YouTubers. I've got Muttnuts World, Queen Helen Casey. I've got Furious Reactor Gaming, Firewolf Studios, and many other people, too many to mention right now. I've taken the time to get to know, like, and trust these people, and I've built a team. And I don't even consider it just my team. I'm a part of their team. They're a part of my team. It's a mutually respectful thing, and we support each other. On the Facebook side, it's the same thing. It's a little different because I met these people in person. But that's a team of people that I built and was a part of bringing those people together. And they were also part of bringing, other people together, including me, into their world. And we've created this great network. When you build that great network, same thing as saying building a great team. That's all you need right there. Build your own great team to bolster your success. All right, so I'm going to cue up a little more music here because this is a lot to go through. I've got, about 8 or 9 more to go when I get back. So I'm going to step away for another quick break here. But before I do so, let me cue up some more royalty-free YouTube music. Okay. Do 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 do. All right, folks, going to step away for one final 5 to 7 or 8 minute break. When I get back, when we get back, I don't want to be selfish, even though it's my show. It's about us, we, not just me. Come on, Eli. What were you thinking? We're going to finish the last 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, the last 10 aspects of... Actually, I should move the full screen first. Jesus, Eli. Eli, you need an assistant. Of the 21 success tips for young and aspiring entrepreneurs. All right. So with that being said, we'll be right back. bring in 2021. Who's with me? Get rid of 2020 and bring in 2021. Woo! Yes. Oh yeah. Welcome back, says Mutt. Welcome back. I want you to feel this song with me. Feel this song with me. Wow. Listen to that guitar. Yeah. Woo! You feel it? I feel 2021 coming in. Coming in. It's coming in right now. Yeah! Energy up! Energy up! Who's with me? Who feels the energy? Yeah. You know what, folks? I'll tell you this. When you think positive, no matter what happens, no matter how bad things can be, or maybe bad things are happening to you that you wish wouldn't happen, that are out of your control, if you think positive, you're going to flip it around eventually, sooner than you think, and greatness is going to come to you. What you put out, you get back, okay? What you put out, you get back. What you project, you get back in return, right? So project something great. You project insecurities, you're going to get insecure people coming at you. It's just going to make it worse. You project happiness, and you're going to get nothing but great stuff. You'll get a few people that are jealous that they wish they could be happy along the way, but for the most part, you'll attract the right people into your life, and it'll be the most amazing thing. I promise you. Try it out for yourself and see how it works, okay? But with that being said, welcome back to the third part of Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube, and also once again simulcasting live on Facebook. Glad you could all join me here tonight. It is 10:43 p.m. Eastern, 7:43 p.m. Pacific time in my neck of the woods. I'm in the beautiful, glorious, amazing San Francisco Bay Area, Northern California, San Mateo County, Redwood City to be exact. Climate best by government test, what the sign says downtown. I love where I live. Hopefully you love where you live too. The cool part about where I live is I'm only 22 minutes south of San Bruno, where the YouTube headquarters is at. So I kind of feel special. Even though it's probably not that big of a deal. And I've actually been to the YouTube campus. I've done live streams outside. Never been in, but maybe one day if I become a big enough YouTuber, maybe I'll be able to go in and show you folks a tour. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Mutt Nuts World says, welcome back, Mutt. Furious Reactor Gaming says, hey, Mutt, working on the thumbnail for the stream I finished earlier. Hey, Will, I say this with lots of love, but why don't you create those thumbnails in advance, which will draw more people to your streams while you're live? I would have been on your stream earlier today. Unfortunately, I was live. I think you did 2 streams, huh? But I was preparing for this stream, and I've been live on the air, so I'll catch the replays, bro. But yeah, create those thumbnails in advance. And I know it's tough, dude, because I know you've got your day job and you're working hard, and I'm really proud of you regarding that. But get those thumbnails ready before you go live so you can promote your live event in advance and allow that thumbnail to do its magic and draw those people in. That's just some advice there. Take it for whatever it's worth, but I love you regardless, bro. And, Happy New Year to you and your family. And Will, if you're around tomorrow night, once again, tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on New Year's Eve, I'm going to be doing a Coach Eli New Year's Eve special, New Year's Eve with Coach Eli live here on YouTube, and also simulcasted on Facebook. Again, I'm going to have a panel of people on from my YouTube moderators, anyone that wants to join. In addition, I'll be opening up the panel to people on the Facebook side of things. So if you're on Facebook and you want to join me live via StreamYard, just let me know during the stream tomorrow night. And if I'm connected with you on Facebook, I'll send you a private Facebook Messenger link on how to get on the show, and we'll bring you on. And we're just going to chat about, hey, how was your 2021? How was your 2020? I'm sure everyone will have the same answer, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts. And what are you looking forward to in 2021 the most? Where would you like to be in 2021 that you didn't get to in 2020? All right, let's get to the final 10 sections of this article that we've been going over. And it is called 21 Success Tips for Young and Aspiring Entrepreneurs, but this can also come into play for any entrepreneur of any age. So let me go and switch over to the browser screen again. If I get there, I'm a one-man show. Come on, show up on the screen there. There you go. There you go. All right. Number 12, hire character. As you build your team, hire for character and values. You can always train someone on skills, but you can't make someone's values fit your company after the fact. Hire good people that are coachable. You can teach them to do anything, is what it says. They don't have to necessarily know, your business as well as you do, or even at all. But if they're good people, they're trustworthy, reputable, and they're willing to learn, hire them. Those are the people you want working for you or with you. Number 13, plan for raising capital. Richard Herrick, a venture capitalist, has this advice for upcoming entrepreneurs. It is almost harder to raise capital than you thought it would be, and it always takes longer, so plan for that. Okay? So basically, when you're starting a new business, you have to build it to the level where there's enough value that people feel comfortable investing in your business if you're looking for investors. So you want to plan for that if that's the route you want to go. If you want to build something really huge that's going to require investors, you have to give them a reason to want to invest in you. When you're an entrepreneur, a lot of times, you're starting out and you just want to run something. You want to make maybe 50 or 100K a year or 200K a year. But let's say it starts to take off. And now you're making 100, 200K a year, and the demand for your services is greater. If you want to expand your business and make more money, you're going to have to hire people. And in some cases, you may have to even, ask for funding as well if you really want to take it somewhere. So you want to always plan ahead for that if that's the route that you want to go. Now, if you want to limit yourself to running your business by yourself and you're happy with making 50, 100, 200K max a year, no problem. But if you want the sky's the limit, there's no way you can make more than that amount of money without hiring people, and more than likely without having other people invest in your company financially as well. So plan for that if that's the route you want to go. Know your goals. Ryan Ellis, co-founder of iContract, pointed out that having the end in mind every day ensures you're working towards it. Set goals and remind yourself of them each day. You want to set goals that are attainable and measurable and specific. It's a SMART goal acronym, right? And, the SMART goal thing, I'm going to look it up because I always butcher this. So specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So set SMART goals. Set SMART goals. And you have to know your goals. And that's going to put it in your mind that you know where you want to get to by the end of each day and where you need to get to. And in your head, you're going to be able to naturally plan it out and make it happen. And then remind yourself of those goals every day. Once you get on a routine, it's going to be automatic. But until you get there, figure out what your goals are and make sure that your goals are specific and measurable and attainable. Don't set goals that are out of the reach of anyone at this point. Be reasonable with you, and that's going to give you the best chance of moving forward to accomplish whatever it is you want to accomplish and eventually get there. Number 15, very, very important. Learn from mistakes. Many entrepreneurs point to mistakes as being their best teacher. I've learned from I've made a lot of mistakes, folks. Many people might come out here and say, well, you're a coach, Eli. You're not allowed to make mistakes. If you make mistakes, then you're a horrible coach. And how can you teach people when you make mistakes all the time? Well, I'm a human being, just like you. And it doesn't matter what you do or who you are. No one's perfect and everyone makes mistakes. And part of the best coaching comes from making mistakes in the past and learning from them. So that way I can help people by them preventing those mistakes from happening to them. Does that make sense? So learn from your mistakes and better yourself. Figure out how to do it better the next time. Use those mistakes as a reference to not do that same thing again. And eventually you're going to overcome it and reach that goal. When you learn from your mistakes, you move closer to success, even though you initially failed. Right. Many people, if not most people, not all people, become successful through their failures because they learned from them. Number 16, know your customer. Very important, just like I was talking about on the Facebook side of things. I know these people. I've gotten to know, like, and trust them. That's why my views on my Facebook simulcast are twice of my views on YouTube, even though I've been on YouTube primarily more so than Facebook over the last 4 years. Dave Thomas, the founder of Wendy's, cited knowing your customer as one of his 3 keys to success. Know those you serve better than anyone else, and you'll be able to deliver the solutions they need. Give something to people that no one else is giving. Be unique. Stand out. And that's what's going to draw people to you. Get to know, like, and trust your customer. And allow them to get to know, like, and trust you as well. It's the best recipe for success right there. Learn from complaints. Bill Gates once said that your most unhappy customers are your greatest source of learning. Let unhappy customers teach you where the holes in your service are. Yeah, I'll tell you one thing. I have not really ever been good at taking complaints. I don't think really anybody is. But I've learned to become better at it because it is a learning opportunity. Now, you have to understand on social media, there's a difference between someone complaining legitimately or someone being a troll and pretending to complain. You have to learn how to decipher that. But legitimate complaints, you should take them with a grain of salt, learn from them, address them, and then do your best to not make those same mistakes again that, are repelling the people that you really want to be a part of your network or your business or whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. Number 18, ask for customers' input. Assuming what customers want or need will never lead to success. You must ask them directly and then carefully listen to what they say. That's why I started simulcasting on Facebook. I want to get my in-person network that I've built trust with, that I've gotten to know, like, and trust with over the past 10 plus years, and same on the flip side with them towards me. Okay? I'm asking them, hey, what can I do to help you grow your business or help you accomplish whatever it is your heart desires in 2021? Here's what I'm willing to offer you: a platform where we can, talk live on the air or do a pre-recorded interview or do some videos together, create some content together to further get each other's messages out. Okay? But what works for you? What would be the best way I can collaborate and help you get to where you want to get to? And then together, you'll both accomplish more. The team acronym, once again, is always on my mind. Team. Together, everybody or everyone accomplishes more. Number 19, spend wisely. When you spend money on your business, be careful to spend it wisely. It is easy to spend too much on foolish things and run out of capital too soon. I've always spent money wisely. Over the years, I've invested better equipment for my YouTube channel. And now that I'm streaming on Facebook, same thing. I bought a nice video camera, a capture card, so I don't have to use a webcam for better video quality. I bought a Blue Yeti microphone for a little over $100. I've got a green screen. I got independent lights on the green screen and 2 LED lights on me. So regardless of whenever I'm broadcasting or doing a video from my studio, lighting is never an issue. I'm not dependent on the outside light from a window to give me lighting. If I was dependent on that, right now it's night, you wouldn't be able to see me. So spend your money wisely. Invest on things that you need and you know you need to get you forward, but don't spend money foolishly on things that you don't need. You know, I have this $300 Canon HD camera. It's a 1080p HD camera that I used to use to record videos on outside in the outside world. But now I use my iPhone for that because it's very good, right? Now I use this camera to do live streams and pre-recorded videos from the studio, but I use a capture card to bring in my video feed through a program called Open Broadcast Software, OBS, and I can add more fancy graphics and stuff. So I've invested money into my business wisely that I know, and you back then and I know now, it's gonna be something I'm gonna be using for quite some time, and it's gonna help me, increase my production quality and give people, a better quality audio and video experience when they're listening to my message. So spend wisely, absolutely. Don't be foolish and spend money that you don't need to spend, and then you run out of money, and then you say, oh, I can't run this anymore. Don't do that to yourself. Number 20, understand your industry. Tom Heisch, the founder of Zappos, once said, don't play games you don't understand. Even if you see lots of other people making money from them, truly understanding your industry is key to having success. So be yourself and focus on, what you're good at within your industry, and don't try to, do something that someone else is doing. Don't play a game like some other people play to make a quick buck, because if you do that, you might make a lot of money right away for a day or two or a week or even a month or maybe 2 months. But ask yourself, is that going to be sustainable long term? No. If you want something to be sustainable long term, you got to understand your industry, and you don't want to play games. You want to focus on what you're good at. You want to focus on being yourself, and you want to focus on being true to your audience, your customers, your clients, your power partners, etc. And number 21, last but not least, deliver more than expected. Google's Larry Page encourages entrepreneurs to deliver more than customers expect. It is a great way to get noticed in your industry and build a loyal following of advocates. That's what I do here on YouTube and now Facebook. I give away all my best content for free. Do I have paid options? Yes. If people want to do a one-on-one phone coaching session with me or email coaching, they can go to my website, coacheli.com. Click on the coaching services tab, and they can connect with me there. But if not, I give away the majority of my content on my channel for free. Now, am I a monetized channel? Yes. Do I make ad revenue when people watch my streams or videos on YouTube? Yes, but that doesn't cost you any money. And you also have the option to donate money through PayPal, Cash App, or the super chat at the bottom of the YouTube chat if you're on the YouTube end of things. If you feel you're getting great value and you want to support the channel. A lot of times, before people feel comfortable buying into you, using your services, or making a donation to your business, you got to give them a lot of content for free. You got to do a lot of things for free so they can get to know, like, and trust you. And then they're going to feel naturally inclined to want to support you in monetary ways as well. Being a successful entrepreneur takes a lot of work, a lot of vision, and a lot of perseverance. These 21 tips from entrepreneurs who have already found success will help you navigate the path more easily. If you need more help to become the best entrepreneur you can be, and you need a little more hand-holding than my live streams or pre-recorded videos on YouTube and Facebook offer, please go to my website, go to www.coacheli.com and click on the coaching services tab and find the package that best suits you to work with me one-on-one, whether it's by phone or by email. If you want to collaborate, you're an entrepreneur, and you want to do some interviews together on your platform and my platform, go in the description of the YouTube live stream, or even on Facebook. I share my email there. Check out my email and send me an email at Coach Eli at coacheli@eliasmelas.com. Be very clear with the subject line and in the email body what you're looking to do. And if you're looking to collaborate, I would love to help you. I will tell you one thing I am not looking for, and I will ignore all these messages. I'm just being honest with you. I don't have time for this. I'm not looking to join anyone's network marketing company at this time or become a part of someone else's team. What I'm looking to do is collaborate with people and allow you to come on my platform and share your story, share your experiences. And if you want me to come on your platform and bring my audience and share some more value, I would be happy to do that for you as well. All right. So we're going to go back to full screen and start wrapping this show up. Let me check the Facebook side one more time. Nothing new happening over there. Wow, we're almost at 2 hours. Almost at 2 hours. 1 hour and 52 minutes. Okay. All right, folks. One more time before we get on out of here. Tomorrow on my channel at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, on my YouTube channel, and also simulcasting live on Facebook as well. 10 Eastern, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm going to be running, New Year's Eve with Coach Eli live. I'm going to have a panel of my moderators on that want to join me. And also, if you're on the Facebook side of things and you want to join me on the panel and share your thoughts about 2020 and share your thoughts about where you'd like to take 2021 or what you'd like to see happen in 2021, let me know. And you can let me know while we're on the stream tomorrow, and I'll send you the link and bring you on live on the air. Mutt That's World says, night, catch up with everyone later. Good night, Mutt. So with that being said, thank you to Mutt That's World for being here. Thank you to Furious Reactor Gaming for being here. Thank you to Lewis Fuller for being here earlier, and for everyone else that was watching behind the scenes. With that being said, have yourselves a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye. Bye.